Burning fat is the goal of any diet, but if you find that your body is really resistant to burning fat, then we recommend that you look into a ketogenic diet. And in this video, we're going to explain to you what a ketogenic diet is and why it is so efficient at burning fat. Hi, I'm Dr. Becky. I'm a college instructor of the science of nutrition.
And I'm Dr. Keith. I'm a chiropractor in private practice for the past 26 years. And you're watching Two Fit Docs, where we turn weight loss resistance into weight loss results.
And we do that for you using Keith as our guinea pig or lab rat.
Monkey.
Or lab monkey. We'll go with lab monkey this week. He is losing weight right in front of your eyes. We've been recording his weight loss progress each week for the past 6 months or more. So now we're actually at week 27.
Right.
And if you follow along with us, you know that we give you an update each week of how much he's lost that week and how close he is to his goal. So go ahead and share that.
So this past week I've lost 2.6 pounds, which was a pretty good week for me. In total I've lost 61.2 pounds, and I am now inside of 10 pounds. I'm actually 9 pounds away from my ultimate goal, which I thought was pretty audacious initially.
This has been going like gangbusters.
Yeah.
It has really not stopped. There was one small plateau, which we covered for you within the first month or two, but since then it is consistent. So, and it is fat that you're burning because you're on a ketogenic diet. There's a significance there. So why don't you explain to everybody what exactly a ketogenic diet is?
Okay. Without getting into a lot of the science about it, we talked about ketosis and some of the past things. But basically what you're trying to do is change your body's machinery from sugar burning to fat burning. That way you can utilize your fat stores, which even if you're really lean, you have a lot of, for energy instead of relying on the glucose that you're getting into your diet.
Right. And so how do you change your body from being a good sugar burner to being a good fat burner?
Well, the first thing is you've got to lower your carbohydrates in your diet and subsequently raise your fats in your diet. And that is going to actually change the way that your body is utilizing those fuels. So you're eating a little bit more fat now instead of carbohydrates. The fat gets into your bloodstream and it is used for energy beyond, if there's anything beyond that needs from your caloric needs, your body will take fat from your fat storage then to make up that deficit. And that's what ends up in you're making up for that weight loss.
Right. So a ketogenic diet is truly a low-carb diet that's high in fat, right? And we usually keep the protein moderate, which we've talked about in different videos. But that is the key, and it's kind of funny, isn't it? Because you're really boosting your fat intake. You're eating more fat to burn more fat. But that is really the true essence of a ketogenic diet. So what exactly? How does that work? So your fat cells have fat in them. That's what you're trying to burn out of there. So what exactly is coming out of the fat cells, and how is that working so that you aren't falling asleep all day because you don't have carbohydrates burning as energy?
Right. So that's a good point. So before on this diet, we talked about my energy levels a little bit. Being on a sugar diet or a high carb diet, your insulin goes up when you eat sugars, and I was very insulin resistant. My insulin levels were always pretty high. When they would drop. I would get that foggy brain feeling, want to put my head down and take a nap after lunch, those kind of things. I don't get that so much with the ketogenic diet because my energy levels stay very, very steady the whole time because my insulin levels are not going up and down all the time. They're very steady as well. Right.
And that is really that is the heart of why ketogenic diets are so good at burning fat, because they control your insulin level. Insulin is a hormone that really, when it's high in your blood, you are storing fat. When it is low in your blood, you are burning fat. It is really like a switch like that. So your overall goal, if you are really weight loss resistant, is to keep that insulin nice and low so that your body is always able to burn these triglycerides.
That's right. And if any of you are wondering, if you eat too much sugar, there's a process through that same Krebs cycle in the mitochondria that those excess glucose molecules will be turned into fatty acids and stored. So you eat more
Right.
sugar, you're going to get fatter.
Right.
And that's what we've seen.
Right, and that's why our obesity rates have gone out, spiraled out of control.
Right.
And now we're getting back to, we're almost starting to eat more like our grandparents did, a little bit more, a higher fat diet, good high quality fats
Yep.
in the
Very
diet.
satisfying.
Yeah, very, very satisfying. So listen, if this has been something that, weight loss has been something that you've been struggling with, we really recommend that you eat, at least go on a low carb diet or hit that up a notch and go on a ketogenic diet. Like I have mentioned many times, we have put together a starter kit for you if you're interested in knowing what Keith has cut out of his diet and the foods that he's included in his diet to get these fabulous fat loss results. I mean, even better than our expectations at the beginning. So we will leave some links here on this video where you can pick up that starter kit.
And please subscribe so you can kind of keep track of what's going on. Tune in next week. We'll go over my results again, see how closer I'm getting, how much closer. I am almost into the jean size I wore when I got out of high school.
Wow.
So, and that's obviously been a while ago.
Yeah.
So please subscribe
and
and tune in next week, and we'll see you next week.